Okay. So, as you're heading forward, you feel wind start to pick up.
Oh dear, this thing's heavy.
Yeah. Like you can tell it. Like you can tell just by the swaying of like branches by the nearby emerald forest.
Hey, is anyone on the roof?
You actually, you know what? Yeah, Lotus gets back down from the roof and says, "The winds are blowing."
Getting any vibes off the winds?
They're picking up rather rapidly.
Think something might be causing it?
I think weather might be causing it.
I didn't ask for sass, Lotus. You know, in the context of that, I meant something that could be of particular danger to us.
I don't believe it to be anything malicious. Simply a weather pattern. Simply a natural occurrence.
Right.
But nonetheless, I fear a dangerous one.
How wooded is the area we're in? Like how
it's decently wooded. Like there's a bunch of you're bordering the emerald forest, so.
Right. So probably better to stay in leg mode rather than go down to tread mode and lower ourselves a bit.
I missed what we were what's the
There's a heavy wind blowing.
Ah.
Lotus believes it to just be weather.
I'll ask Nostra. She's, magic wise or what.
Yeah, Nostria just looks around. I haven't felt anything.
Okay.
Aegis actually no. Aegis mode changes. I don't know if I have to roll in this case to mode change or
You
if
do
that's
not. No, you just spend a little bit.
Yeah, I just change it down to tread mode so that we're technically lower to the ground and the wind can't affect us as much.
All right.
Makes sense.
Mode shift. You are now in tread mode.
And Azora just, looking around. I suppose it's that, well, or no. I guess I don't know the seasons here very well.
So, yeah. As you're moving forward, the winds just keep picking up in strength, and eventually you see like some branches start flying loose.
Is there a tornado or something? Let's pull. Hey, Axe.
Yeah?
You got that paper?
What paper? Oh, this paper. Oh, yeah. Axe brings it up.
Aegis looks at the battle lines.
The
one near us, particularly.
Other one. Okay. That would have... Alright, so yeah, that would have been this one.
Oh, we can make it... We can head south a bit and see if we can get get away from these winds, though. We're heavy enough, it shouldn't affect us.
I would hope not. I mean, yeah, we're about as heavy as you can be without being, bolted to the ground. We're in a big hunk of metal.
Still, close the...
It might be better to head up into the trees then to have more shelter from the wind. If we want to wait the storm out.
Yeah, let's pull into... Yeah, we're not go further.
Yeah.
Let's pull into the tree line. Close the entrances and exits. Make sure the windows aren't open.
And yeah, it looks like you're seeing you sort of look out Azora. You kind of look into the periscope. Yeah. It definitely seems like it's a tornado.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Azora does say, "Okay, it's a tornado. We had these pretty common in the, late summer, early fall in my country, but it's spring's coming here, right?" I don't know. I don't know the weather in your country.
We started in January, so we might be in February or March now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Best to just wait
stop
this out.
moving and just hunker down.
Yeah, we hunker down, close the...
Azora makes coffee for everyone.
Yeah, no,
just sit here in the dark.
We just close the doors. We actually we actually attach ropes to the house and hammer them down.
I don't think that's going to add much when we are walking steel. Just
hey,
can we get the legs to like dig down into the thing?
I don't think we have. Actually, considering we had the ability to climb up things, do we have like spikes or anything for like stabilization?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then Aegis engages those to like dig into the ground and hold us down.
Meanwhile, he reads the manual, trying to make sense of it. You know, it's not an easy thing to learn. Well,
all right, we're grounded. We're grounded for a while.
It's been a long time since Axe was in this sturdy of a house. So,
good story.
Well, Axe does have the story of how Axe came to be.
No.
That's the only story you tell.
Well, there was one time when Axe met Cold Daddy.
Okay, mate. I mean, I can tell, you know, a story from Grimwood, but they trend to be a bleak.
Can you roll a 2d6, Aegis?
I can roll anything. But a 2d6 is very easy. Specifically. Whoa.
All right. Well, there you go. It doesn't take long for the wind to clear up then. You just have to hunker down for like an hour or so.
Nice.
We just hear bickering over stories. Like, don't even get to hear a story. It's just people debating what story to tell.
Like after like 2 hours, it's beginning to clear up.
Just as like we finally
I feel like Lotus would be a good storyteller, though. I think he would have a good voice for it. So I ask him to, you know anything.
Lotus tells a story about his time in the monastery, where he tells a story about training to withstand the elements, because appropriately enough.
Yeah.
And he talks about a time when as an apprentice monk with his fellow initiates, they were lying in a field of snow, just sort of meant to take the cold and learn to embrace it and still be able to meditate. And one of them was actually was doing really well, and they realized, and that's how they realized that he was actually he actually was a winter mage. The guy himself didn't know either. That's how they figured out. So there you go.
Just as like he finishes up and it's like someone else's turn to tell a story. It's like, oh, the wind's good. Okay, back to it.
Okay, so you're heading, back into leg mode. You're in leg mode. You're just heading towards there now.
Yep.
Head towards the Bile Deep village. Yeah. Okay. So as you approach, you're going through the forest, through some clearings. You look into your map and you see,
I think I can hear again.
All right, cool. So you look into your map as you're approaching the area, and as you see, Aegis, that the trees kind of get in the forest kind of get clear out a little bit. You kind of get into a clearing, and it's somewhat misty. It's kind of foggy. There's a thin fog around as you're approaching what looks like a small, quiet fishing port, like fishing village.
Nice.
With all wooden houses.
Maybe we should park this thing up here and just approach on foot. Might get intimidated if we just pull right up to the place in this thing.
Fair enough.
Alright. Me, Azora, and Axe will go ahead. Everyone else keep an eye on us.
Alright.
Actually, well, I was about to if it's up to you, Azora was about to ask Rain if she wanted to go just because it's a fishing village and, she might find some new.
We don't know.
But with, I will say, as soon as Axe says that, Azora, immediately shuts up. She's not gonna, second guess his decision on who
Aegis, you mean?
Aegis. Shit, you're right.
Yes.
Just gonna run our introductions in. If everything's good, then we'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aegis puts the thing to a stop, turns it off. I'm guessing this thing has a key for the ignition.
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure he has the key on him. And heads over with Zora and Axe.
Down to the fishing village. Yep.
The A team.
So it's a very it's a very thin mist you're walking through. Kind of wave it out of the way, and as you go in, you see it's a very quiet little fishing little village. There's a bunch of wooden houses, a bunch of just very basic port set aside, some tilled land for crops, and obviously a fishery along the coast. And there's very, very few people out of there, outside.
When you say when you say people, are they people? Are they?
They're people.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're just sort of quietly carrying. It's just sort of They have there's a few people with wheelbarrows with fish. There's some people sort of going over looking over a chart, and then there's some people out on a boat.
Aegis
are tying up a boat by the port.
Aegis heads over first to the people with Aegis heads first to the people with the boat.
All right. Yep. All but the port.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I'll just say as we're walking around.
It's two guys, I'd say, just tying up a boat.
Azora seems in uncharacteristically relatively high spirits, and she does just sort of comment, this place really reminds me of my country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of a place I stayed for a while.
Reminds me of Axe from Emerald Forest. Oh.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Aegis actually just kind of hadn't thought about it until he said this reminds me of home, and then Aegis reflects on, this reminds me of the place, and he just doesn't. He feels like 15 years younger and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Feels like he's committed some kind of faux pas.
Yeah.
He starts to cringe when he remembers that one thing he did when he was 30.
He could look in any window and see his mother looking back at him. And
he remembers at one time he thought halberds were way cooler than spears.
No! It is me, Aegis. I have tripped, and my knee hurt.
I just gotta say again, I just got shit for this. I'm sorry I didn't make just Edge. I'm sorry I just inside man. I can't be a character until I've just miserable, just a sad sack.
So yeah, there's one guy's tying up a boat as another one is getting off of it as you approach.
Hello.
Hey.
They look at you and just sort of, and one of them tenses up seeing Axe.
Hello.
Whoa. Hey, we don't want any trouble, all right?
And we're not here to make trouble.
Yeah, that's fine.
Listen,
What?
we've been pointed here, and we're looking for someone.
Well, there aren't that many people here. You must have the wrong place. We don't have anyone of note.
There aren't many people here, and that should make things simpler. We're looking for a man named Gamble.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Realities on this guy. Ooh, nice.
right to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's really in control here?
Hmm. There's a definite as you're looking around, like sort of just seeing who is even the few people who are like outside of their homes.
Mm-hmm.
They all definitely have a sense. They have a look of fear about them. Like they're afraid of someone or something coming to get them.
I
It looks
see.
like so their fear is definitely like ruling them.
X finds it weird. They're like only people who actually react to X being big, crazy creature.
What here is useful or valuable to me? Particularly as it regards to our investigation, I imagine.
Let's see, useful or valuable to you
Where could I look for clues?
on gang? I would say you see that you notice that the boat they're coming that they stepped off of doesn't have any fishing supplies on it.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, and I think what happened here. All right, I'm gonna put this to a vote with my companions. Do we want to ask what happened here recently, or what should I be on the lookout for?
I think, what should I be on the lookout for? We're gonna drill them on what happened recently.
Axe, any input on that?
What, any thoughts? No, I don't really have access. No real. Axe no think. Axe empty.
Do you know what you're being asked?
No. No, okay.
No thought. Axe head empty.
Repeat that. Repeat that then.
Do you think it would be better to ask what happened here recently, or what should I be on the lookout for?
I think on the lookout, honestly.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Because I don't think these people will talk.
So, all right, what shall we be on the lookout for?
You should be on the lookout for anybody coming into harbor, or leaving harbor.
Gotcha. So yeah, and Azora does looking out over the lake. Do I see any boats coming or going right now?
No, the mist is too thick.
Okay.
As it heads out
just
into
sort
the lake.
of like hold up a hand, with Aegis line of questioning, and just conspicuously eyeing the boat, and then just looking the person in the eye.
Yeah, he's avoiding eye contact. Like he looks like he's like gripping his arm.
Yeah. How's the catch?
Didn't manage to get anything.
You don't seem to be carrying anything for fishing.
It's good conditions for it. Mist on the water, bit of rain.
Would
love to bite in these conditions.
Yeah, fish snagged our line, dragged it under, we lost a rod.
You were awful quick to look at my companion and think we're here to make trouble.
Well, he's rather large and imposing. He's never seen, most people don't look like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Aegis is just looking at Azora, just like, oh, I think.
Yeah, a rather large and imposing, and Azora does just say, "Buddy, I'm wearing full armor and have a sword on me, and you're worried about him because he's tall?"
Listen, all right. I think you should all just head on out of here, okay? There's just a small little fishing town. We're just trying to get by.
Aegis actually like turns and he's like eyeing the village, and you mentioned there's very few people about. When you say that, Nero, it's like there's an incongruous amount of like houses to the amount of people and noise we're kind of getting. Like,
but yeah, there's like probably like 15. They could make up probably 15 different houses, like specifically houses for living, in addition to any other like buildings that could be for stores or fisheries or whatever. And there's like, including these two on the pier, there's about 6 other people walking around.
right. Yeah, Aegis does turn around and say, place is awful quiet.
Well, there's not much to do. It's a lazy day.
Yeah, I'm just like to bring it in because like
little idea and just ask. You wouldn't know where to get bite to eat around here, would you?
If you're here to eat, well, if you're here, you're gonna have to deal with fish. That's all we got.
My favorite.
Okay. Well, I'm sure. I'm sure Johnny at the diner would be glad to serve you.
let's go see Johnny then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. You wanna? Hey, what's your name?
I'm no one, sir. Nobody, sir. No one.
No, we're no one.
Funny thing, actually, Aegis responds to that.
Yeah. Well, that can't be right because, and then pulls out this card.
Nani?
Come on, everyone has a name. I'm Aegis. Aegis like extends his hand to shake.
Yeah, he just sort of weakly brings his hand to yours for a very just weak grip and just says, Irving.
My name is placeholder.
Irving, come with me.
My
first.
name's. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
No, I'm Azora. Where was that diner you mentioned?
It's over on the it's over by the town square. Just walk that way, and he points towards like a sort of clearing in the town away from sort of the tilled land and the harbor, where there's like a few different buildings that are not that clearly aren't houses. Like there's 3. Like,
can we see it from here? Like, would we be able from the diner look to where we are now?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks.
Azora, I'll join you at the diner in a second. Just, Irving, would you come with me for a sec?
Well, I'm gonna need to get back onto the lake soon. But it'll
only take a second.
Okay then. And yeah, he just sort of like looks at his companion, who and just kind of nods at him, who nods in return.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Aegis is just like making a show of like taking him back to the nowhere and just like calling in, "Hey guys, it's all right. We're stopping off for food."
Whoa.
Like he just kind of walks him up to the giant 2-story crawling house and just.
Yeah, he's kind of wide-eyed.
Oh, jeez.
It's yours?
Yeah, this is mine. You said
yeah.
you're nobody, but we're the no ones, and I can tell you're being evasive with me. It'd benefit you not to be.
Yeah. Yeah, Coram dips his head out. It's like, you're going to eat?
We've got a small little diner. Do you like fish?
I like fish. Yeah. Who doesn't like fish? Raina says as she just
Hells
like
yeah.
drawn out.
That's my girl.
Meanwhile, Axel's not too fond of fish.
I thought you were with me.
Oh yeah, no, but Axios goes for that. Just says that.
You know what? Actually, like as we sit, I want to play this out. Going to the diner with Axe. Actually.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get back to Irving.
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, we'll get back to Irving and Agus. That's a good cut there. All right,
Hmm.
so Axe and Azora, you're walking to the diner. As
All right, so yeah,
observing.
just let's find this diner place.
Lots of food here. Smells
I don't know
good.
about lots, but
Smells good.
fish anyway, so I'm excited.
Yeah, Axe never too fond of fish. Too many bones.
I mean, you can have a fillet without the bones.
Yeah, but that's hard for Axe to make.
Well, good for you. We're going to a restaurant.
Also, fish not always taste that great.
What? How do you not like? Fish is like. How do you not like fish? It's such a nice, pleasant. It's light. It's flavorful.
I mean, it's not
Actually,
all
like-
fish are good. It's like I've had skate and that wasn't great.
Axe generally like what was it called? Axe fishing more.
Fishing's fun. How about
Fishing relaxing.
How can you not like trout or salmon? Whatever.
It's fine. It's okay. Axe prefer beef.
Whatever.
Cows, the fish
Hey,
of
as
land.
we're walking into this diner,
Yeah,
I'm
the
picturing
diner-
as the set
yeah.
from Seinfeld and sitting down.
So yeah, the diner just sort of has a sign on it that says Johnny.
It's unbelievable,
It
Gary.
says Johnny and Nick's fish sticks.
Unbelievable,
Oh, nice.
Gary.
It's unbelievable, Axe. How do you not like fish?
Axe does not like it.
Yeah,
What's the problem?
So yeah, the diner is basically empty except for one guy at the counter
What's the problem with Axe not
He's
liking
cut.
fish?
who sees you come in and sort of perks up and says, "Oh, hey, never seen you around before. Can I get you anything?"
Fish.
You have a menu?
We got fish.
What's
How many
fresh?
wi-
What's good?
How many? I mean, which way do you like your fish? We got trout. We got salmon. We got
Trout
we got
is
bass.
Axe would like.
absolutely. Trout was always my favorite.
Okay.
Axe will go for trout too.
All right,
How do you
like?
serve it? Oh,
How do you like it?
Fish.
could I get
Fish
some
style.
fried trout and? You don't have like smoked salmon, do you?
This guy's actually a sushi chef.
Yeah, we could smoke salmon.
Yeah, maybe
Uh,
some smoked salmon.
Okay,
I don't know if you
fried
have
trout.
bread, but like
Okay, fried trout,
that on a
smoked
sandwich.
salmon, and bread.
some
You
and
got it.
fried trout would be
Yeah.
lovely.
You got it. Fried trout, smoked salmon, bread. I'm on it.
Okay. Oh.
And yeah,
Axe
he
could use a drink too.
and yeah, he sort of like jogs off behind the counter into like the kitchen.
Well, he seemed professional.
How about you? Didn't you want anything?
Axe said he'll also take the same.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
But,
That scratch that. My internet cut out.
but double.
So yeah, you look around and you see that there's no one else in the diner.
Perfect. So we have I want to sit down next to a window, whatever window has the best view of the docks.
All right.
Yeah, and I am going to sit down, take the old helmet off and just. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out, on that dock.
Yeah.
Just. Well,
Yeah.
So let's just look to Axe. What do you think?
Quiet town, but Axe likes it.
Well, I mean more, What do you think with Campbell?
Think
I was obviously, the people are scared here.
yeah, something up.
And Azora leans in closer and being very quiet, and indicating for X to lean in. As subtly as he's capable, Look, that boat out there, I've been fishing. That was no vessel. Or I mean, they did not have the equipment to be fishing. Something's going on out there on the lake, and so I'm keeping an eye out on the dock. I want to watch anyone either leaving or coming from the lake, because I figure something's going on out there.
Mhm.
Alright.
Best I have no idea what or where or how far.
Okay, so let's cut back to Irving and Aegis. So yeah, Aegis, you just sort of introduce Irving to the no ones.
Yeah.
Sort of walking out, and he just kind of looks at you like, you bringing a lot of people into town, sir. I don't know if Johnny has. We got good thing we got a lot of fish. Johnny's gonna be happy.
Who's Johnny?
Co-owner of the diner.
Oh.
Yeah, he likes serving his fish.
Look, it's pretty obvious that you're giving me the runaround here, and I haven't turned up in a vehicle this big with this many people for no reason. We were pointed here. This is the last known place of gamble. You were just out on that boat, so you gotta go back out again. You didn't have any fishing equipment. What were you doing out there? You can tell me. Something's worrying you.
Yeah, he looks behind him, seeing how far away the mist is or whatever. Let's see. How about you roll charisma? Actually, do you have a move specifically for?
I used to.
stuff like
I don't
this, or-
anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, there was one that was taken away. Actually, no, that wasn't quite it. No, that wasn't not what it was. Rabble rouser, resource carbon militia. It's just Aegis has a +1 in charisma. So let's see. Well, actually, is Scarred worn off?
Oh
Haven't been
yeah,
doing
yeah,
anything
yeah,
for the
yes,
past-
definitely, yes.
Okay. So I got a 2 in charisma. So let's test my
Most
luck.
strenuous thing he's done is party.
Hey.
Hey.
A first good charisma roll in a
Wow.
fucking long
Yeah.
time. They just...
Yeah, he just looks at you and says, "Listen, he's got the town's on a bit of a. There's an ugliness going on. I'll admit, a bit of an ugliness, but things could get a lot worse real quick
How?
if the people heading around feel threatened, if they feel like something's going awry, well, they might just decide to take whatever they can and leave for greener pastures, leave for somewhere else, and we'll be left devastated."
Who are these people? What are they doing?
Gamble's the doctor, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, it was just a few weeks ago, he came here with a few other people in lab coats, and he offered our mayor a ton of cash, to protection as well, from the raging war. No, we're not that far from some battle lines. We hear the shelling sometimes. We were nervous, and he came here. He offered protection, money to insulate us, in exchange for simply turning the other way when he and his associates came and did things at night. He has people taken out to a cove in the lake, and they don't tend to come back, and we're not supposed to ask questions. And he has the scariest monsters. They're supposed to be keeping us safe, but if we're not doing what they want, maybe keeping us safe turns to fucking killing us, man. I don't know. I don't want to mess with them.
Alright, Irving.
So I just do what I'm told.
You're in a bad situation, Irving. But you did the right thing telling me. That man is being hunted by the Confederacy. The money he's offering you for protection doesn't mean shit when they know he's coming here. He can't protect you from them. We're just the first thing that comes here. And if we do our job right, we'll be the last. There won't need to be it, but things go wrong, we go missing around here, bigger things are coming this way.
Couldn't you just go and tell whoever sent you here that nothing was going on?
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, God.
Now that we're here, I don't want to put this town in any more danger than I already have, so either you're taking me out to that cove, or I get good confirmation that you tell me where it is and give me the right place.
Listen, I don't actually know where the cove is. I pick him up halfway.
Who finishes the journey?
Something the mayor would know. Or, that's the only person I can think of who would know for sure. It's kind of where it's supposed to put. Mist gets so thick out there. It's something he's doing. I'm pretty sure with the mist. It never used to get that thick.
Tell me, you were heading back out later. Was that to go to the halfway point, pick someone up?
Yeah, because we just dropped someone off.
Someone you expect to come back?
I hope so.
I'm gonna have to talk about this with the others. When do you leave?
Supposed to leave at night.
So we got a few hours.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Aegis puts a hand on his shoulder. Everything will be fine. Trust me.
Well, I kind of have to trust you, or else everyone's dead.
Aegis walks past him and heads towards the diner with everyone else.
Yeah. Are you just gonna let him like stay by the nowhere?
The thing is locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the thing is Aegis just leaves him. You know, we get a nice shot of him like stood looking at the thing. It's like Aegis just walks back into town.
All right. So meanwhile, Azora.
Yeah.
You notice the guy. You know you've been keeping an eye on the pier, right? Specifically like the guy, the other his companion, the other guy. Yeah, you see him like get up and move to the edge of the pier.
Yeah.
And
watching this very intently.
You see him like just sort of wave out at the distance, like just wave his arms out at the distance for a bit.
Azora sort of like taps the table to get Axe's attention to also be looking at this.
Sweet.
Yeah. What? Sorry,
I tapped the table.
Yeah.
Get your attention.
Yeah, the Axe is like, yeah, what?
And Azora sort of like nods her head again towards the window to like what she's looking at.
Yeah. You see, the other guy at the pier is standing at the edge of the pier now, waving his arms.
Odd. What do you think it's for?
Fairy coming in.
And
Azora sort of, like with her left hand sort of like fingers drumming the like hilt of her sword, so nervously.
You see him sort of nod his head like drastically, and that's when you hear the door sort of open up from behind the counter, the kitchen, as Johnny comes in.
Johnny?
Is it Johnny come lately?
Looks nonchalant as possible.
With his he has a tray. Yeah, he has a tray of like smoked salmon and fried trout, bread put aside with some condiments for sandwich making if that's how you want it, and
lovely.
as well as just a bunch of just like a bunch of fried trout for Axe.
Lovely.
Yeah, that he says, hey, so here you go. It's been a
You don't have any stew, do you?
Stew?
Yeah.
Stew.
Fish cheddar, fish stew, anything like that.
I could definitely go make some. If as long as it's fish food, I can probably whip it up.
That'd be nice. Thank you.
All right, so one bowl of stew for you then.
Please.
Gotcha. All right. Let me know how you like that stuff, by the way. And yeah, he looks perky. He looks like somewhat excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he heads off again. Agus, do you go ahead to the diner? Are you actually like
Yeah.
you take the party into the diner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So say at this point you enter as he's about to head off, and he sees you like, oh wow, more people.
First time you've had people in ages?
Yeah, people.
I've never had people in me.
Wish I could say the same.
Ouch. Well, it's been a slow few weeks, I guess. Hey, how are you doing? I'm Johnny.
Aegis, we're doing
They're with
well.
us. And Azora still looking out the window, sort of waves, Aegis towards
Oh,
the booth with her in there.
all you people came together then?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have mackerel?
Yeah. Sure do.
Here's some fried mackerel.
Fried mackerel. All right, what about all the rest of you? And let's see. Reina asks. Let's see. Reina just says, "Called it Johnny and Nick's fish sticks. Give me fish sticks." Yeah. And then he just nods vigorously. Nostrea just asks for some clams. And Corum gets, and yeah, Corum and Lotus both get smoked salmon.
Yeah. Aegis goes and sits.
Albert.
Nostria could get a tuna melt. It's like a grilled cheese fish.
Aegis goes and he sits next to Azora and just kind of like leans
Yeah.
in really quiet. Yeah, the people in this town are worried.
Azora holds up a hand, like, just to cut him off as he starts talking, and, points out the window at what she's saying.
Aegis looks.
Communicating with waving and nodding at something in the mist. Can't see it yet.
What happens is that Irving guy, he rows out to a halfway meeting point to drop something off, and then it's taken the rest of the way to a cove. That cove is where Gamble and/or his party are doing experiments. They've got some monsters in there. Irving doesn't know the whole route. They don't know everything.
Axe stands up.
When's the
Well,
next?
then, what are we waiting for?
When's the next time they're supposed to exchange?
This night.
And then so Azora points at them again. So what's he doing out there now?
I didn't
Oh,
know about that, so I didn't
Vegas.
ask. I have no idea what he's doing.
So we strike tonight. We'll take them out.
We gotta be careful
Azora's
about.
thinking.
We gotta be careful
Did
about
Corum
this.
come in here?
Yeah.
And just because they haven't seen Corum, and Azora goes to Corum, can you be stealthy? Not attract attention.
That tends to be what I do here. Yeah.
And then so Azora, see that guy, don't go right up next to him, but do whatever towards the pier. Go about business. Look like you have something.
Wait. Just something to recall. The way that Irving back there spoke, the way that the mists have been manipulated, maybe they can see through the mists in a way that we can't, whoever he's signaling to.
Gotcha. Still, in any case, it might be Corum, could you, try and eavesdrop if you can hear anything over there? If, nothing, and if he goes back to his business, just, come back. But try and make sure, if you can figure out any way just to make sure that he's not tipping someone off about us. Who knows?
Yeah. He nods and just says, "Could do. All right. Save some salmon for me."
Of course.
And yeah, he quickly just heads out.
What did Nostria order?
She ordered I believe, fucking, I said it. I'm now
Clams.
forget.
Was it clams?
Clams, yeah, clams, clams.
clams.
It's clams. Yeah, and jailbirds gets fried bass, fried bass.
I do just something about the fact that Nostra was eating a grilled cheese just really colored my impression of the type of food Nostra eats. Like I do feel like she is the
It's fucked up.
chicken nuggets.
It's fucked up
mac and
because
cheese
Ajax in the
grilled cheese.
last session had. Oh no, he had a grilled cheese when he met his
Right.
brother at a deli.
Nice.
Fucking grilled cheese and a white coffee, because I wanted to differentiate him from Kane, who was always black coffee and, like, was always just eating the blandest foods.
Okay, so yeah, after a while, Johnny comes out with like a whole bunch of trays, you know, handing out all your orders, and then he says, "Oh man, serving people, this really takes me back, serving such a large party. Where'd your elf friend go?"
Oh, he's just stretching
Well?
he's stretching his legs.
Ah, gotcha. Ah, jeez.
We
He
kind
was
of
on horseback on our way here, so he's a bit more stiff than we are
Gotcha.
for a walk.
Although-
How is I'm asking you, the GM? How is like the salmon? How is the?
It's pretty good.
How's it seasoned? Like, is it? I don't know. Like, how is it? Like, pretty plain, just straightforward, or is it more like?
No, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay.
Smoked salmon. Yeah.
No, Azora does say, no, it's good. It tastes very fresh. The quality of the ingredients speaks for itself.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. Oh man, it's great. Actually, I'm getting sick of not had the itch to really start doing my job again. As nice as it was for the first couple days, just kind of lounging around and not having to do much of the work. It's surprising how much you miss actually doing hard labor.
You haven't had much
feeling.
business lately?
No. People are just eating at home with their own catches.
You said the sign's Johnny and Nix. You're Johnny?
I'm Johnny.
Where's Nix?
Nick went out town for a bit about a week ago. Not back yet.
You say
Didn't give me a
town,
return
what?
date.
Osprin, Yuma?
I think Yuma. It didn't really specify, but I think Yuma.
Your business partner didn't specify where he was going for a week?
It's Nick, my brother actually. He just headed out. He just was like, "Hey, yeah, looks like I got some business to do out of town. I'll see. I don't know when I'll be back. Keep up the fort, Johnny." And he headed out on the boat. So I'm assuming Yuma.
Huh. And yeah, Azora sort of, side eyes, behind her, those just like gives a glance to Aegis, like.
Yeah, Aegis is eyeing that suspiciously.
I guess, like, I don't know if you want me to discern realities or something for this. Roll he seem sincere, or does he does there seem to be a bit
Honestly, the fact he does seem sincere, we can roll for that. But the fact that he seems sincere is in itself suspicious after the man we just met and the vibe of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems sincere.
Like, Aegis is, like, he already kind of knows what's going on with Irving, so this guy's nonchalance makes him, like, he's drank the Kool-Aid or he's just fine with this.
Well,
I mean, like, Aegis just kind of goes another route, actually, and is like, I don't know, it's a small place, can't have many families, and this is a fishing village. I'm sorry not to knock your business or anything, but who's gonna come to a diner when they've all already got fish?
Well, we used to have people stop by here just from out of Bile Rock, or even people taking luxury trips across Bile Deep from Yuma or even hoping to do that from Osprey. Even wayward villages out in the forest, people would stop by here. This is a nice port for the lake. It's a great way to get to the lake.
I suppose so.
Yeah, recently that stopped happening for probably a lot of it due to that war, I know. But yeah, even people from the forest stopped visiting. So it's really only ever that's when business really started slowing down. There was talk about evacuation actually a few months ago. We thought we thought some of those battle lines, they were getting pretty close. But the mayor came to me and he said, "Well, Johnny, you know what? I think we're working something out. I'm telling you right now, war's never gonna come here, and so you can just stay here, and keep doing what you're doing." And he even subsidized for the lost business, which is great.
Yeah.
Keeps the diner afloat. I just hope this whole war thing ends.
Is it possible to meet the mayor?
He's a pretty busy guy, as I understand it. But town hall's actually across from here.
He doesn't have a receptionist, does it?
A receptionist? I'm pretty sure he would. No, he doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very personable mayor. He likes to meet with everyone in person.
Might stop by.
Yeah, he hasn't spoken to. We haven't had people from out of town in a while. I'm sure he'd be interested to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah, Aegis just goes back to his fish. Just it's good to see someone in high spirits around here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, yep. So yeah, you see, after a while of eating, you see Irving actually get back to the pier. If you're looking out the window, yeah, go back to the pier, and you see him just sort of talking to his companion. He looks nervous. He looks, they're both just sort of talking. It looks like they're having a mild argument.
Well, mild is good, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, Irving just eventually Irving just puts his hands up and just clearly makes some kind of declaration, and the other guy just nods and gets back to working on working on the boat. So yeah, what do you do?
Wait for Quorum, I suppose, to and sort of talk the situation over. And so Azora, leaning in, and Azora is, eating quite heartily at this meal, fork full of salmon, biting into a smoked salmon sandwich, etc. Says Nostrea is here, right?
Yeah.
Nostrea, when we went into the mist, we had that rod that could guide us back. Do you think a way you could get us something so that you guys could track me where I am from a distance?
A pathfinding spell focused on you?
Anything like that. Yeah.
All right.
We had that tuning fork to lead us back.
We've got plenty of forks here.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, actually, I think with just a little bit of a tweaking. Yeah, that same thing should work on anything you're holding of significance. How about your sword? Never seen you without it.
We'll revisit that. Actually, before we even get to that point, so when they take people to the boat, how specific a person is it? Do you know, like, what?
That I don't. It's a It's a handover, and I suppose they'll at least be expecting Irving.
Here's my plan. We get Irving to bring, instead of whoever they're supposed to bring, or if it's multiple people, just one of them. I'll, take off my armor and whatnot, be in civvy clothes, and, maybe if we need a bag over my head, I don't know how they transport them, but send me out there, have me go to the island. Then once I get there, once I've left the town, you guys take the nowhere, track me, and follow me to the cove.
I should restate, Zora. He said there's probably really dangerous stuff in there.
Yeah, Axe just say we take them when they come. And take them out.
That won't do. We got Axe. We have to hit this place and do as much damage as we can quickly.
Fine.
I agree, but so if we're going to storm the place, sooner is,
Yeah, but we have to do it. The reason I say this is we could be jeopardizing the safety of this village if we don't get as much done as quickly as possible. We stagger our plan too much, innocent people can get hurt.
Exactly.
Okay, so Corum pops back in, and just sort of casually lays back, sits back and starts eating his salmon. Yeah. Looking around, and they're just seeing, Johnny's watching, Johnny's around or whatever. When he sees, coast is clear, he says, "So, overheard a conversation between those two people."
What'd they say?
Well, Irving, his companion, when he came back, his companion there grilled him on what he was doing off with Agus, asking if he ran his mouth or whatever. Speaking pretty vaguely still, but Irving, denied anything. Just said it was a very simple misunderstanding. That nothing happened. He didn't say anything, and that he was still completely on for tonight, whatever that meant.
No,
but
when he's taking the boat back out.
But that's the thing. That's when his companion told him that he just wait. He said he waved them off, and that they'd be looking into, and that they'd be doing it tomorrow.
Doing it tomorrow. And specifically said that they, as much as he trusts Irving, they're gonna have to see if they trust Irving. We got to act quick.
So, from what I can tell, he and Irving are heading out into a boat tomorrow.
So Irving isn't doing the drop tonight. He's headed off with him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
We should get in touch with Irving, but
Yeah, if you're going ahead with that plan of acting as bait, we're gonna have to talk with you. That's if they'll take you at all. They might have someone in mind.
Yeah,
Well, Irving ain't at the pier anymore, but I decided to take a bit of initiative. It took a while to get back here. It's because I decided to take a bit of initiative. I decided to trail him a bit, so I know where he lives.
That's good.
Zora, you want to go and talk to him?
I suppose. Corum, you want to show me the way?
I sure can. Only you?
Yeah. Nostra, you, as soon as you're done, get to work on making something. I'm probably not. Probably best not to have my sword on me when I go, so it might have to be something else. I don't know, my eye patch.
I suppose that counts as an object of significance to you.
Yeah, I would say that.
All right.
Do you need it?
No, not right now.
Okay. And yeah.
All right.
The,
So,
um,
yeah, you're headed to Irving's house with Coram. Aegis, you're not joining?
No, Aegis will join. Aegis will
Yeah,
come with.
yeah. Because you have like, you have.
I was gonna go and talk to the mayor. Here's the thing. I was planning on going to talk to the mayor and do a split scene again, but besides anything else, Aegis is like weighed up and is like talking to the mayor would probably cause more harm than good with what we know.
Yeah, might raise some alarms.
I guess the axe should follow too. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Should probably just stick around and eat with everyone.
Yeah, fine. Fine, Axe will just stick around and eat.
Yeah, it's all you're good for.
You can have a scene. You can cause problems on purpose.
You can cause problems on purpose. You can just decide to assault Johnny.
I will say, as getting up from the table, just, to Raina, who's pretty quiet. Actually, has Raina seemed to have any particular reaction to any of this, like, revelations we've been uncovering, or
she's just chewing on the fish sticks, like, pretty intently, eyes closed.
Can't believe she had no opinion about me, or Nostria for that matter. Yeah, what the hell? She didn't have any. Oh, that's so dangerous. You're going in as a decoy.
I think they're just used to her doing things like this by now.
Yeah.
They would have been out of character if she didn't. Hang on, I'll be back in 1 sec.
Just as Azora's getting up, just to Raina. By the way, how are the fish sticks?
I'm impressed. Doesn't have much. Probably doesn't have much here. But yeah, these are good.
Azora just like grabs one from her and like pops in her mouth like, yeah, that's pretty good. Should have ordered that.
Mm-hmm. Always go with the title. Always go with the title food.
That's good advice. I don't know. I was just nostalgic about home. This whole town reminded me of. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry. Kira, let's go.
Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gotta wait for Snake to get back.